Oh shit, in the red corner we have the controversial rapper, The Game, Jason Terrell Taylor himself, the star of She Got Game, reality TV show on VH1. And in the other corner, the blue corner, we have DJ Star, aka Mr. Fuck Your Kids, Fuck Your Wife, get into trouble for talking shit on the radio himself. Mr. Star, I don't give a fuck. And these two dudes are going at it. Rather, they would be going at it, but Star kind of dropped a dime on that ass and snitched and got the police involved. I'm going to read to you what the Page 6 website has to say about The Game and Star's beef, and it's a doozy. Page 6 writes, and I quote, "Volatile rapper The Game may soon have a new beef with the NYPD. Cops plan to arrest the hip-hop star, whose real name is Jason Terrell Taylor, over threatening comments he made on the radio about rival DJ Star," sources told the Post on Monday. Star, whose real name is Troy Terrain, reported his rival's threats to police, and Taylor faces arrest if he returns to New York. The rapper told 105.1 FM's morning show, The Breakfast Club, on September 21st that he wanted to assault Star over a feud with one of the game's friends, DJ Envy. Quote, "I told him," wait, let me read it like Game. Quote, "I told him, I'll break your jaw, dude. Envy is my dog. I'm still gonna break his jaw when I see him," Taylor said. But Terrain says that's bunk, and that Game is just mad he didn't let him on his show, Shot 97, on 105.1. Quote, "I passed on letting Game come on my show, and that's what Game's tight about. The fact the hater, Star, rejected him. I just felt The Game was a fucking hothead," the controversial shock jock shared on his vlog. The Game has also locked horns with 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Eminem, and Ja Rule. He lives in Los Angeles and tells hosts he'll be there for a while, fielding lawsuits. Quote, "I got a bunch of court cases, so I'll be out there handling my business," he said, end quote. Okay, so here's the deal. This is just a normal day for The Game. The Game stays in some shit. He's like a fly. You know, just like flies are attracted to shit. Shit attracts flies. Game is attracted to trouble. He stays in some shit. I mean, this is nothing new. And when The Game was on The Breakfast Club, there were other things that said, like, he got into trouble for, well, basically he was talking about the guy who claimed he beat up The Game back in 2011, and he said some shit about, oh, Game has 40 days to live. Turn around, that guy was dead in less than 40 days, or by 40 days, whatever. And then, you know, when The Game basically said what he had to say about it in 2015, just recently on The Breakfast Club, same interview, people felt as if The Game was like not just making fun of the man's death, but may have admitted that he had some sort of involvement in it. So now we have yet another story coming out of the same interview. And I'm not trying to shade The Breakfast Club because I don't want to burn any bridges, and you never know, maybe someday I'll be one of the hosts in the show. That's, you know, that'd be pretty cool. I don't want to say it's one of my goals, but it's an option. You know what I mean? Maybe someday I'll end up being there with Charlemagne and DJ Envy and Angela Yee, and, you know, that'd be pretty cool. I could be like the fourth host on there, just, you know, trying to plant a seed. But anyway, the point is, though, at the end of the day, they did one little interview with him, and he has these two big news stories connecting him to a murder potentially in the first story, then in the second story connecting him to a future assault. Now, I'm not trying to throw The Game under the bus here, but it was smart for Troy, aka Star, to go to the police, because we all know that The Game is an actual fucking hothead, as Star worded it. That's actually truth. That's fact. Game is a fucking hothead. He stays in some shit. He even videotaped himself beating up 40 Glock. Well, I don't want to call it beating up because, of course, The Game had somebody else there, which we all know the other guy was more than likely involved in the fight that they didn't show you on camera. You know, they just show you the part of The Game punching him. But who the fuck videotapes himself committing an assault? It makes no sense. Why would you incriminate yourself like that? Oh, that's right. The Game was also caught in 2015 punching an undercover cop in the face on a basketball court. So yeah, he stays in some trouble. Oh, Then there was the girl Priscilla Rainey, who accused him of sexually assaulting her multiple times in the same night on his show She Got Game. And he has a $10 million lawsuit pending against him for that. Oh, and then there was that girl he was dating, India Love Westbrooks, where he was in the park with her and he was caught on camera fingering her, and that really upset her. It seems like he just, I don't know. I think that the game is pissing people off on purpose. He's really, you know, all this shit is going to catch up with him at some point. Something's going to stick. He's going to lose a large sum of money, whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20 million. You know, I heard he's worth 30. But the thing is this, though. Sooner or later, it's going to catch up with him. He's not going to be happy at the results. Either he's going to lose his freedom. He's going to lose some money. They're going to take his kids away from him. Something is going to happen where the law is going to step in, and he's going to have to pay one way or another. So it's about time to clean up that act. Both the game and Chris Brown, cut the negativity off, do some fucking yoga, sip some goddamn wheatgrass, and just woosah, because it's not worth it. But this is all my opinion. Could you imagine the game doing yoga with his foot behind his head, wearing a red sock, talking about some, I'm extra flexible this month, homie. I mean, come on. But, I mean, that may be what he needs. He needs to clear his mind and think positive thoughts. Use the law of attraction to draw good things in your life, because he's living like a street lifestyle while being a multimillionaire. You know what they say, that you'll end up either being dead or in jail. So I don't hope that either one of those things happen to him. I hope that he'll clean up his act and get it together, and in that way nothing else bad will happen to him. It seems like every time I hear about the game, it's something fucked up. Even if something good happens, like, oh, he has his own TV show, you know, clap, 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 kudos for him, and then boom, some chick is saying that he like sexually assaulted her. I mean, it's like, holy shit. It's like, even when the guy does something right, something wrong happens. He's just like a magnet for negativity. But anyways, this is all my opinion. Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more.